No? Nah, Disney World? Ja, jeg elsker Disney World. Ja, jeg elsker meget Disney World. I don't know if that even made sense. Did it make sense? Was it a good sentence?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It was? Yeah, they're just telling me. So I feel happy. Well, we have spent the last 5 years of our life traveling the world. We get to travel and play music and hang out with people like you every single night. We literally have the coolest job in the world. We love it. Jeg elsker, how do you say my job? Jeg elsker min arbejde.
Great.
Right? Yeah, that was good? Okay, good. We've been doing it now for about 5 years. All of us have been doing music for a long, long time. I want to tell you a really short story. Another story. You guys like stories here. This one is about a girl that we met. Is anybody here 14? Or are you all older than that? Older. Okay. We met this girl at a show. It was at a show in South Dakota. Does anybody know where that is? Okay. It has the mountain with the faces in it. You ever seen that on a movie, Mount Rushmore? We were there playing a show for about this many people. And we met this girl. We met this girl named Shiley. She was 14. She had long, dark hair, dark brown eyes. She was an Indian girl. She was Native American. Native American girl at age 14. We played that show, and we did what we do, what we always do, and we had fun. We hung out with her that day, and I think she bought a t-shirt, and we just had a lot of fun hanging out. And we left. This next song we wrote is about something that happened in her life about 2 months after we left, after we met her. I want you to just listen to the words of this song tonight. It's called The Dark Side. It goes like this. Everything's for glory. Help me understand how this fits into your master plan. Maybe I'm just foolish. Maybe I'm naive, but I don't see how good you come from grief. 'Cause this is the dark side of free will, devastated by ourselves. This is the part where it's unfair, connected by the choice we made. Stuck inside this small town, so quiet and so young. I wonder what the last thought was. I'm left with all these questions. What more could I have done? My life had stopped before it had begun. 'Cause this is the dark side of free will, devastated by ourselves. This is the part where it's Spanish took her land. Her uncle found her hanging from a fan. Guys, that song, if you heard the words, you heard that at the very end. Shiley walked into her bedroom at age 14 years old. I can remember her face right this very moment. I can remember exactly what she looked like. That long brown hair, the dark eyes, a really pretty smile. Beautiful young girl. She walked into her bedroom with a piece of rope. She tied it from her ceiling fan and she hung herself. Because she didn't feel like there was anybody in her life that loved her enough to continue going another single day. At age 14, Shiley thought the only answer that she had was to take her own life away. We do this for one reason. We leave our homes, our families, my wife, Ian's wife, we leave everything we know to be here in a school in Denmark because we want to tell you one thing. Guys, I serve a God who sent his son, Jesus Christ, to die on the cross. You might have heard that from the time you were a little kid. You might have seen the cross in church. You might know every Bible story about Noah and the ark, Moses. You might know it all. But guys, Jesus died on the cross because he loved you and me. That's the only reason he came to earth to die. If I had been the only person standing on this earth, if Olivia, if any of you had been the only person standing on this earth today, God would have sent his son to die on the cross because he loves you so very much. Did Shiley have to die? Shiley didn't have to go and hang herself. She didn't feel like there was anybody that loved her. As we've been doing this, traveling, playing songs and playing rock and roll and telling the story of Shiley, she's a real girl, not a made-up story. I want to tell you about a story about a guy I met just a couple nights ago in Denmark. They told us when we came here that Denmark is one of the happiest places in the whole world. Do you guys believe that? Do you think that Denmark is the happiest place in the whole world? Because I tell you this, I met a guy, I think his name was Ivan, or I can't remember his name exactly, but it was like 3 or 4 nights ago. We played at his school, we talked to him. He was like the cool guy in school. You know, the guy who everybody liked and everybody wanted to sit at his table and hang out with him. But at the end of the show, he came up to me and he said this. He said, when you were telling that story, I immediately remembered how a few years ago, I went into my bedroom and I cut myself in the neck with a knife. And my arms. Because I didn't want to live anymore. I didn't feel like anybody loved me. Right here in Denmark. Guys, growing up, I had 5 friends I knew who took their own life. Who thought the only answer was to end it themselves. I don't care how old you are, how young you are, what you see when you look in the mirror, what your teachers have told you, you will or will not succeed at. Guys, today, Jesus died on the cross because he wants to know you. He wants to hold you close. He wants to love you, and he wants to be there. When you feel like nobody else could love you for the way you look, when you feel like nobody else could love you for the way you act or what you do, when you feel like taking your own life, or when you feel like there's no other solution for you, guys, Jesus died because he loves you so much. That's why we travel. That's why we leave our homes, our families, and we are standing here tonight in Denmark hanging out with you guys. This next song says this. It says you won't relent. And what it's talking about is this. It's about how God loves you so very much that no matter what, the English word relent means stop. God won't stop chasing after you until he has your heart tonight. My God that I know and love won't stop pursuing you until he has your heart because he loves you so very much.